Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and welcome to my new series. This is going to be Mr. Storm Plays Assassin's Creed. This is one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite game series. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but it seems to be flickering a bit, but that's cool. It adds to the glitchy element of this game, so it kind of goes with the theme. So we'll deal with it now. I'll probably fix it for the next video. My idea for this series is I want to play through the Assassin's Creed games, as many as I see fit. I mean, if not the whole series, why not? Give me something fun to do. But I want to give some historical context and kind of my idea from a game design perspective on why these games are so successful, and talk a little bit about, some of the decisions they made, the storyline. But I want to talk about history as well, and the time frames, the time that these games take place in. It's really interesting, really, really fun. So I'm rambling at this point. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's go for it. Now, before this really kicks off, I want to say this opening to a game is probably one of the craziest, if you really stop and think about it. Like, we start the game and we're here in this weird garden with these like faceless women.
I applied my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly.
Some weird voice is talking to us.
Chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
And it's super glitchy, right?
You've got a problem.
Then we're in the middle of the city.
I can't anchor him to the memory.
And somehow Kristen Bell is talking to
He's
me.
rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize.
Focus. Listen to the sound of that voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
Damn it, it's not working.
Give it a
Oh, she
moment.
said a no-no word.
He'll adjust.
I'm telling
The
you.
first time was never easy.
We're losing him.
That's enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
Pull me out. Yank me.
All right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out now.
So, like, that's such a crazy opening for a game. Like, people probably thinking my game's glitchy,
I
something's
told
going on.
you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just
He
saved
said a
your
no-no word.
life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus.
It's
It's an
called
animus.
the Animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You
'Cause
have
we're the bad guys.
information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you
Sure.
are, what you are.
Like, think
I don't
about
know what
how
you're talking
much
about.
Don't play coy
Story.
with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin.
is being relayed
and
in
whether
this
you
one
realize it or
conversation.
not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
In my
But
nugget.
I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
I
Yes,
quit.
your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work.
Just in case you didn't
When
know we
we're
were the
done,
bad guys.
You'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die?
Die, please.
Lie
Oh,
down.
no? Okay. So, this is such a great game from a storytelling
Lie down,
perspective.
please.
1 second, Kristen Bell. I'll get there. From a
I
storytelling,
need you to lie down, Desmond.
I'm getting there. She's gonna keep interrupting me, isn't she? All right, I'm just gonna lie down.
A wise decision.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had no choice. But thank you. I like being appreciated.
Whoa.
Hey,
Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
the place you were just in?
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple.
Okay.
What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Sure enough.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well?
So it's important that we
Genetic
understand
memory.
there's no...
Migration, hibernation, reproduction.
Right,
How do
those aren't
animals know
memories.
when and where to go?
We already
What
know
to
how
do?
that happens.
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it.
There's no
fact
scientific
remains,
basis for
these
this
creatures
idea.
hold knowledge absent
But
the
it's okay
requisite
because it's a
first-hand
video game. We just need to get
experience.
into
I've spent
we
past
need some way
30
to
years
explain
trying to
how this
understand
works,
why.
right?
I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations,
Okay.
but memories as well.
No, it doesn't.
The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
Like, think about
There's
the
a
amount of
problem.
data that would be required
This is
in
the
order to
specific memory
store
we're trying to access.
full memories,
Unfortunately,
sound,
when we try and open the memory, your
smells,
mind withdraws.
sights.
You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body.
You know what I mean?
That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
So from a gameplay
It's your
perspective,
subconscious.
this is an
It's
amazing
resistant.
explanation
We
here,
found
by the
similar
way.
reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive
So,
traumatic events.
we want to
They can't
get
jump directly
to
into the
that
specific
memory, the Ark of the
They need
Covenant,
to
right?
be eased in.
But we
Even
can't.
then, there can be problems.
So we got to
So
go all
how
the
do
way
we
back to the
fix it?
beginning.
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from
Because
there.
it's not stable.
You'll get used
right?
to it.
It's a
This is the
genius
closest we can
explanation
get.
for how this works.
So it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
I don't wanna. So I'm probably gonna skip the tutorial video or the tutorial stuff because it's about 10 minutes of someone just running around and jumping. So I'm gonna skip that part,
Data stream
and I'll be back with you whenever it's
Attempting
over.
to restore synchronization. Hello, Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you
I'm
to
Subject
the Animus
17.
control system. Instructions will follow shortly.
So okay, before we
The
cut out of the tutorial
synchronization bar
though,
represents how in sync you
Couple
are
cool
with your
things.
ancestors'
One,
memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync,
the health
Animus will restore you to
is
your
the
last
synchronization
synchronized
bar. So that's
position.
how synced
You
up we are.
currently
That's why,
dangerously
like when you
close to
die in an Assassin's
desynchronization.
Creed game,
Please
you don't
follow
die.
all
It's you
forthcoming
got
instructions in order
desynchronized
to
from the
restore
Animus,
system
which is
stability.
pretty cool. The other part is
The Animus
I'm
utilizes
Subject
a
17,
puppeteering
and this
concept to
tutorial
control the
is
actions of
teaching
your
me
ancestors.
how to use the Animus
Unloading subroutines
to move around
to
in the
validate
game.
your
right?
body's adaptation to the
Also, the
Animus.
puppeteering
We will begin
control
by
aspect,
exploring the
super
default
cool
actions
idea,
of each input.
which I know frustrated a bunch of people when it first came out because it's like, why has it got to be so complicated? I actually enjoy it.
While standing
Anyway,
still,
I'm gonna cut
use
it
the head
here,
button to observe
and then I'll
your
come back
environment.
whenever we're ready for, the rest of the game.
Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestors' way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The Creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person.
Mm-hmm.
Second, always be discreet.
Yep.
Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestors'
Do
life,
not
or
compromise
by
the
respecting
clan.
the creed.
Is a
You
bit
have successfully
problematic.
completed the tutorial.
Thank you.
The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Okay. All right, so that tutorial is over. Good to go. Let's
Wait,
get into it.
There must be another way. This one need not die.
He said he didn't need to die. Altair, what are
An
you
excellent
doing?
skill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
How would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That's right.
Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
So it looks like we're... Okay, so it sounds like we're underneath the Temple Mount. The Temple Mount we'll talk about a lot when we get to Jerusalem, because it's really a super important part of this... of what's going on in the historical context. One thing that you have to understand, though, is the Temple Mount is rumored to be the location of the Ark of the Covenant, right? And so Christians believe that the Ark of the Covenant is here in the Temple Mount. The Temple Mount is one of the most sacred locations for all three major monotheistic religions coming out of the Middle East at that time. Alright, let's lock onto this target and let's assassinate. First assassination ever in the whole series. Got him. Alright.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark?
The Ark of the Covenant. Look at that.
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it,
Is that des
the
Sables?
sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
It's been so long since I played this
We
game.
were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
I think so.
Discretion, Altair.
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed.
Altair is throwing that
Now you would
shade.
break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability.
And if
You
I
should
don't
know
do
better
this,
than to question me.
then I won't. I can't push the narrative forward because I have to learn how to get back into the graces of my mentor. Okay. Should I? Can I assassinate from up here? Let's see. No, I'm gonna have to go down there. Okay. All right.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
I wanna kill you.
Blood.
Oof.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Got too cocky. Altair got too cocky.
To arms! Kill the assassins!
Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I forgot how cool... Man, it's been so long since I played this game. So the level design in these games also set them apart. I mean, it's just... The amount of different ways that you can take to get to your objective, really, really great. Alrighty. I remember when I heard rumors about a game that was coming out that would allow you to play as a Middle Eastern assassin during the Crusades. You could play in Jerusalem.
Skipping part of memory.
There we go. Oh, don't skip. I wanna see those Jerusalem. That was cool. Anyway, and that every little outcropping or every little brick you could hold on to and you can climb up any surface. I was blown away by that idea. And this game definitely did not disappoint.
Altair, you've returned.
Yes.
It is good to see you unharmed.
Am I in
trust
Masyaf
your
right now?
mission was a success.
Is the master in his tower?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes. Buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Okay. Let's head up to Masyaf. Oh man, that's so cool. Now, one thing that we're probably going to talk about a lot is architecture. And the way that the level designers used architecture to kind of separate the cities. If you think about the challenge of having 3 Middle Eastern cities, all in the same time period, but giving them their own personalities so that you can kind of recognize which city you're in just from the color palette and the architecture, that's a challenge. That's a really big challenge, while also making it feel realistic. We're going to talk a lot about the architecture as we get into these cities. Masyaf, though, super cool. There's a mixture of here, just from this perspective, you can see the domed roofs, the flat roofs. That is architecture that is more indicative of Middle Eastern architecture, because you don't need a slanted roof, because there's not a lot of precipitation, not a lot of snow and things like that. And so you can have a flat roof and it's totally fine. But if you look, if you look over here in the corner, you can see some castle turrets kind of coming off the side there. That's very feudalistic European. And so this castle here is a mixture of different styles of developing castles that kind of represents the idea behind this game. It's a mixture between Middle Eastern and European influences, and this castle is just fantastic. All right, cool. We're out of here. Let's go. Okay.
Ah, he returns at last.
Yes, I do.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back?
No, I killed him.
I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of a sin.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the master. He waits for you in the library.
All right.
Best hurry.
Hey.
No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Alright. Plenty of time for that later. Okay. Man, look at this castle. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. Now, the symbol, the assassin symbol here, there's like a maze in the center, right? You have the standard triangle, but then there's kind of this maze in the middle that I always thought kind of looked like a smart chip on a credit card or something. I thought it was a really cool way to blend the past with the future, which is exactly the point of this game. We're blending sci-fi and history. Just super cool idea.
The master
library here. I wonder if I can get back out to the courtyard right now. No, not yet. Oh man, I can't wait till we get out there. We've got a lot to talk about with this courtyard. I'm so glad they included it. This was one of the things that blew my mind when I first played the game. Anyway, we'll get there.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission.
I was a jerk and a bunch of people
I
died.
trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
Not even
There was
close.
some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
Super true.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Gone.
Escaped.
Bald and gone.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission
thank
more
you.
important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
Yeah.
I did.
Do not speak. Not another word.
Okay.
This
Sorry.
is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go
Didn't
in.
I just tell you not to speak?
You do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Melik and Kadar?
What's up with
Dead.
my camera here?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Not dead.
Melik
I still live at least.
and your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
I forgot I could
Robert
move
threw me
around
from
in
the
cutscenes.
room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning!
Right.
All of this could have been avoided!
100%.
Brother. My brother would still be alive!
Ooh, sorry about that, bro.
Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
I mean,
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here. Take it.
hey.
Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
All right.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny
Maybe
him.
he just came to say hi?
Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair,
What?
our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders.
Okay.
Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast forwarding.
I love how his hood looks like the beak of an eagle. You know what I mean? Again, super cool. Super, super cool. Alright, let's go. It's gonna be our first real taste of combat. There we go.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Princess Bride, anybody? As you wish. Alrighty. Alright, let's go for my sword. Imagine having to run up and down this hill every single time you wanted to go out and get milk or something. You know what I mean? Okay, let's lock on for fight mode. Oh, hello. Oh, I've got to go through a tutorial on combat. Okay. There we go.
How do you do that?
Nope.
Get out of the way!
That was a weird glitch. Run away, peeps. Yeah, I'm not really worried about killing you guys. Oh, you gonna follow me? Alright. Let's do it. Ah, where are you guys running? Oh, they're going up to the castle. That makes sense. Ooh. That's exactly what you'd expect. If you have an invading force coming in, the townspeople outside the castle would run toward the fortress. Come on. Excuse me. So I know a lot of people criticize the combat in this game because it's really just a lot of waiting for them to attack and then you counter. But I always thought it felt a lot more realistic. Like, if you pull off the combat well, then you don't ever get hit, and it makes it seem like you're actually a better swordsman than these people are. There's not a lot of like bullet sponginess going on, which is a lot better in my opinion. But again, it can be kind of boring.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Okay. Oh, we're back up at the castle. see. Alright, everybody's safe in here. All 3 character models that exist right now. They definitely made use of the fact that, you know, this is the Middle East and women are wearing headscarves. There's basically 1 female character model. Maybe 2. So there's 1 with the mask up, 1 with the mask down, and there's like 3 male character models.
Altair, come. Al-Mualim's not done with us yet.
Oh, hello.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests.
Okay.
Just do as I do.
Is it a cake?
Clear soon enough.
Let's go. Are we going to give them a present?
Have you gone mad?
I'm climbing a ladder, bro. Have you gone mad? Have you gone mad? That's what ladders are for.
Stand on that platform, Altair.
Yes, ma'am.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no
Okay.
claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
I mean,
So
it is.
be it.
It's called Assassin's Creed.
Bring forth the hostage!
Oh. Negotiations
Your
have
village
broken
lays
down.
in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
I mean, there's really not that many of you.
And they
There's
shall
like
have it all around.
30 dudes there.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Okay. As long as we're not jumping
Show
off this cliff,
fool
we're
knight
good,
what
right?
it is to have no fear.
Uh-oh. We're jumping off, aren't
Go
we?
to God!
Go to who now? Yeah. Such a cool idea. Oh, God.
My leg! Ah! Oh, my leg!
Quiet.
I forgot about that part. Oh, first leap of faith in the whole series, and this dude did not do well. Don't you know you're supposed to land in the hay, bro?
I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us.
All right, let's
the
do
ropes
it.
there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go
Which
and
ones?
release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the idea that you can jump from any height and just land in a medium-sized hot pile of hay, I mean, obviously that's ridiculous, but it's also kind of, you know, kind of cool. Yeah, I don't need all of the tutorials. I went through your 10-minute long tutorial. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hello. Hello. Oh, gosh. Man, imagine the upper body strength, you know what I mean? Okay.
To a more recent one.
You did well to drive Robert from here.
Thanks.
His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he
Love you too,
troubles us
Dad.
again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful?
'Cause I'm awesome?
You listened.
Oh, what?
Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me
Little
of
bit
the
of both.
arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you
He's a
doing?
tattletale.
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's Creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, Stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenant, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple?
Because he was in my way.
He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands.
Try it, old man.
The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people
look at his
mask
eyeball.
you such that you become one
Gross.
with the crowd. Do you remember?
Yep.
Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck.
Oh, sarcasm.
The
Great.
third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect.
Hey, I'm not the dude who
Yet
brought the
your
army
selfish
back.
act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger.
That wasn't me.
Worse still,
That was the
you
other
brought
dude.
the enemy to our home.
That wasn't
Every
me.
man we've lost today was lost because of you.
No fair. Am I grounded?
I'm
Do I,
sorry.
like,
Truly I am.
not get TV for a
I cannot
week? Or
abide a traitor.
what? Whoa,
I
wait.
am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise.
Uh-oh.
And so you leave me no
What
choice.
you doing with that knife, bro?
Peace be upon you, Altair.
Alright, game over. Good game. Good job, everybody. Whew, that was fun.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
So, something just occurred to me, right? So, I'm Subject 17. Subject 16 is, as we'll see later on, he was the guy who was in here before me, and he goes crazy and whatever. But we're using my genetic memories, so I have to be related to Subject 16 in some way, right? Has that ever been explored? I don't know. Maybe by playing through these games again, I'll figure it out. Wish I had like a styrofoam cup I can put up to the thing and hear what they're saying. All right. So there's really nothing. I mean, this is actually a pretty lavish apartment they gave me with, all this exposed piping and whatnot. It's pretty modern. Okay. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
I don't appreciate you questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
Mm-hmm. It's a
And
big
I
word.
don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy,
Get him.
this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines, but I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Dr. Vidic just seems like a generally unpleasant person. He's just so cranky. It's like, dude, come on, I'm going to do what you want me to do. I'm your prisoner, right? Why you got to be so cranky about it?
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
Okay. Do we have to go to sleep now? Is that what we're doing? Got a book on the desk. We can read. So, when you're outside of the Animus, all the Assassin's Creed games have some kind of outside of the Animus thing. Not all of them. Some of them don't. But, it adds more to the mystery.
Mr. Miles, I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad. I'm actually not going to do all the extra outside stuff, especially in, you know, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. There's a ton of stuff to do outside of the Animus. I'm not going to do it.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Ugh. They locked the door. All right, let's get to sleep. Uh-oh. The following morning. Creepy, bro.
Gotta say, that's
God.
a little creepy,
Yeah.
Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
That doesn't make it less
Wonder who I
creepy.
get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source, and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy.
No.
And it doesn't always take.
Nah.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
They've definitely revolutionized electrical cord technology. It's like the weird bends in it. You know, how do you get it to do that? And oh gosh, hello. Revolutionary. Hi, Lucy. All right, let's get this animi, the Animus. Multiple Animuses would be animi, right? Okay. All right. Load the next memory.
When the Animus shows you are being watched by an informed guard, you should blend immediately.
Thanks,
Even the
creepy
silence.
robot lady.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace.
Nachos?
In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well.
No.
You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
Okay.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
Okay.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Oof, look at that. 4 health bar segments. Sorry, synchronization segments. I don't have a sword anymore or a hidden blade. Crazy. So, okay. Alright, let's talk about this courtyard here really quickly, because this is really, really cool, really important. So, the real assassins, or Hassashiuns, in the 11th century, they used to have pretty weird recruiting methods. Alright, so here's how it worked, right? They would take young boys, and they would get them super high. This is why they were called Hassashiuns, right? They get them really high on some really potent drugs. You know, hashish, opium, whatever. And then the boys would pass out, and they would put them in the middle of these really lush gardens with flowers everywhere and tons of food to eat, and then topless women, right? They would have topless women all over in these gardens. And the boys would wake up and they'd think, did I die and go to heaven? And they would cultivate this idea that, hey, you actually died, you're in heaven, and so now you need to fight for Allah as a dead warrior who does not fear death, right? Because you're already dead, right? And so that was the idea behind the assassins. These were fighters for Allah who didn't fear death because they were already dead. And so the fact that they included this courtyard in the game is really cool, because it kind of is it's a nod to that. They don't really talk about it. And that last scene we just saw where he kills Altair and then brings him back, or makes it look like he's dead, is kind of a way to reset him back to the time when he first became an assassin, when he was first a young boy and he got, really high and woke up with a bunch of naked women around him and all this food and everything else, and he thought he was in heaven. So anyway, a little bit of history about assassins and how they used to work. Really cool detail that they added it into the game. Alright, let's go find this person we need to myrtleize so we can get back into the good graces of our homie Al-Mualim. Hello.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Thank you.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Okay. Let's go hunt this guy down, and then we'll call it a day on this episode. Okay, sit on a nearby bench.
I know what I saw. Masoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
But the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Okay. All right, I think that's actually where I'm going to cut it here. This was a good first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like this, you'll see more of these coming out, and I actually think I want to play through all Assassin's Creed games in the same way, because this is pretty fun. So that's it for me. I'll see you next time.